we're live, I think. Maybe.
We hope.
We can only hope. This is about the third try for the Blaincast, and it's been I think first time I got halfway through and something broke, and so that was a very short Blaincast. Next time I had the other part of that, which was with Doug McLean, and I'm going to try to have a guest, actually. And as you can see, I have a guest right here, Lily Saz, with me today. And we're going to swap some songs. And, that's something we've been doing for decades.
Yeah.
But she never had a solo thing going. She was always the backup lady. And... now she made her own CD. Has it been a year now already? I mean, these things, it happens pretty fast.
No, it was late fall. It was released in the late fall. And now it's early spring. So just one season off.
And still new. There was that Mother's Day connection. Eh? Was that even what inspired you to make a CD? Was that song?
That wasn't necessarily what inspired me to do the CD, but it did kick off the solo career. Like when I released that live performance video of that song, that was intended to kind of get a feel of, okay, what's it like to actually sing lead on a song of mine?
Yeah. Well, if you've written the song yourself, you're halfway there, right? Because you probably did it in a key or whatever that finds your sweet spot in the vocal. Yeah. And everybody's got their sweet spot. Still looking for mine.
I'm still looking for mine. But
I guess that's the eternal search, eh? But getting closer and then harmony's a whole other thing. We were just trying to harmonize a minute ago. Have we ever tried to harmonize before? You've done harmonies for some of my tunes.
Yeah.
But sure. It seems like alien to me now, harmonizing. But
it's an art form in itself. It's a skill set.
There are singers that's what I'm a harmony singer.
Fantastic
and arranger. You have to be an arranger, don't you?
Wonderful lead singers that can't.
They
can't sing backups, There's a few of those, but it's a whole other set of skills, I think, singing backup vocals,
I wrote a song about my mother, and it was in the 70s. Maybe even, no, it would have been the 70s, early 70s. And it might be the third song I ever wrote.
Really?
And I remember the first song I wrote, and it was about my father. And then something else, maybe, Talkin' Blues. And then I wrote, Don't Forget Your Mother, for my mother. But I never really, I don't remember ever sitting her down saying, hey, Mom, here's the song I wrote for you, but it ended up on a record, with some great backup singers. You know who were the backup singers? A Brian Blaine trivia question. Who sang backup on Don't Forget Your Mother?
They had to do with Leonard Cohen, right?
No.
No? Oh, you did tell me this, but I don't have a memory.
They had to do with Manhattan Transfer. It was Laurie and Janice, the two gals from Manhattan Transfer.
Doesn't get much better than that for harmony singers. Yeah.
And to top it off, this is really kind of, what's the word, synchronistic. A friend of mine, Bev Glenn, has just come back from England, and we had a little connection earlier today, and Bev sings on Don't Forget Your Mother on the original recording. Not backup so much, he did something right at the end.
Glenn.
So we didn't even run over this tune,
no, we didn't.
But it's A minor.
We're doing it now.
And there's a C major 7th.
Right.
And the show is all about mothers. So If you have to, just leave your computer right now and go call your mother. It's Mother's Day. Remember when you were small and cut your foot? There was only one person in the world who could make it feel good. And as the years passed by, you grew a little older. But still there wasn't a day when you didn't need your mother. So don't forget your mother. Don't forget your mother. Then you got to be 13 and you thought you were smart. And you and your mother started to drift apart. She knew she'd be losing you in a little while. But still she helped you get ready to go in style. Don't forget your mother. Don't forget your mother. Then you got to be 13 and you thought you were smart. You and your mother started to drift apart. She knew she'd be losing you in a little while. Still she helped you get ready to go in style. Don't forget your mother. Don't forget your mother. D minor. She's the one that tells you when you're being unfair. She's the one that has to explain something that isn't there. I believe she gets a special strength when times are hard. Something only a mother can get to keep her on her guard from breaking down. And starting to cry. Completely rearranged the song there, and you notice I might have doubled up on a verse. This is what happens when you haven't played something in a while.
Just followed right along and almost didn't fall. I didn't fall off the cliff.
That was just lovely.
I just teetered on it a little bit.
We got to keep it in a nice mellow, motherly mood.
I didn't scare any animals or anything.
I wanted to, one of the things I didn't put on my talking points, which I haven't even looked at, was I wanted to just for us to give people a sense on the scene in Hamilton, how it's kind of exploded. It's almost become, what have they got? Maybe there was even a resolution at their city that they're going to be a music city or whatever. Is what's happening there?
Well, yeah, first of all, of course, the Junos were held there recently, and Folk Music Canada is coming for 2 years in a row this fall. And what's behind all of that are some fantastic committee members, part of the Hamilton Music Collective, and Lisa LaRocca from Sonic Onion, director of operations for Sonic Onion. So there's some passionate people there who are helping to drive some of this. Has it translated to work and things? I think in a way there's been a lot of initiatives.
New venues, maybe?
Venues come and go. The Casbah closed, but Brody opened up like 3 more locations. And then Sonic Onion, their Room Mills Hardware and Bridgeworks are fantastic venues. And then there's the Gasworks by the Hamilton Music Collective. And plus our new Coliseum is apparently... Is
that where the Junos happened?
That's where the Junos happened, and lots of other things. Triumph and April Wine just played there the other day. So, yeah, there's things happening.
What's the capacity of the Coliseum?
Holy, I don't know. Many thousands?
10,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
And
somebody
that's a
call
brand
in.
new venue,
Call in.
right?
Our operators are standing by. Fine. What is that?
That's not. That's a renamed building, or they
Yes,
from scratch?
it was originally called Cops Coliseum.
There you
they
go.
Completely gutted
I know
it and
Cops
spent
Coliseum.
2 years. Yeah,
I lived.
Now it's TD Coliseum, of course. They, you can't keep up with the branding on these big venues.
If I'd, I lived in Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
If I'd stayed, I could have been riding that wave.
I don't know. I was living there all this time. I've been 40 years, celebrating 40 years as a professional musician, and almost everything I did wasn't in Hamilton. That was the strange thing for me with blues, right?
You were coming to Toronto.
I was coming to Toronto. And part of that was thanks to you.
But even
You
before
introduced me
blues, you were in rock bands, and that was the same thing. Not around.
That's true.
Coming to Toronto
But
with
at
the
that
rock
point,
bands?
then we were kind of like touring around Ontario, doing the circuit of what they used to call A rooms, with sound and lights.
So picture this: when I get to Hamilton in 1967, I realized there was all kinds of other stuff going on around Hamilton. Crowbar had a commune or whatever, right? But what I connected with was I had this job at an ad agency, and I was supposedly like a responsible person, even though I was only like 20.
Job.
I was 19. I was 19 when I got there, maybe 20. And now they ask me to, because the YMCA is one of our clients of the ad agency or something, I end up being kind of a supervisor of this little coffee house called The Wrong Side. And Shelley Abrams had this coffee house. She is a legend in music business in a certain world, I guess. But so that I knew about that coffee house, and I was there at a lot of shows. And to give you the timeline, it wasn't Stan Rogers. It was Stan and Nigel. They were a duo, and Nigel was a great guitar player, and Stan had hair, that's how long ago that was.
Stan had hair. That's the marker.
And then the other place was called Katimovic. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because Dorothy and Jay ran this place that was classic hippie world, and they ended up moving to Stratford, I think. And that is maybe where I even got up and played with my guitar a little bit. I wasn't playing a whole lot back then. I was making jingles. Speaking of which, here's the commercial, first commercial. I think you might have heard this. I wish I could remember. Don't start playing till I figure it out. I can't remember it. All right. I'm going to play another commercial. I have two commercials. This is the other one. And
These
don't
are
even
jingles
don't
that
even
you
try to play
composed?
along
All
with
right,
this
I
one.
won't. I won't.
But it's short. It's
This
mercifully
is a jingle that you wrote,
short.
to be clear?
What's
This is
that?
a jingle that you composed?
It
or-
just it's the most recent jingle I've
Okay.
composed, and it's about me working for the Toronto Blues Society, being the editor of the newsletter. And I've got the wrong notes. That's more like it. I got a gun to my head, a deadline right in my ass. Everybody's expecting, I tell them yes, yes, yes. Please don't think I'm complaining, it's the life I choose. And life wouldn't be so sweet without the maple blues. I got a proofreading woman, mama don't miss a thing. A volunteer army, a well-oiled machine. Have you renewed your subscription? Don't miss the Loose Blues news. 'Cause life wouldn't be so sweet without the maple blues. You know, life wouldn't be so sweet without the maple, without the maple, without the maple blues. Join up today. Special discount. Special code BLAIN. See what that gets you. That and two.
That's a long
two
jingle,
nickels.
Brian.
It's 30 seconds. Was it? Oh, maybe it's more.
It felt like a lot more.
But I'm now. You could. Why don't you take this moment on our podcast? We're halfway through. To do a commercial for your new album and play a song from it.
Well, sure. How much time have we got? Did you want to? I mean, you had rehearsed "Goodnight, Sweetheart." You said.
You want to? Let's
And
do it
Isn't
right
That
off.
So? Do
Like
you wanna
I
do
started
Isn't
on a
That So?
mellow. Why don't you too? And it's Mother's Day. We're in that Mother's Day vibe.
You want to start with that one?
Sure.
All right. So, "Goodnight, Sweetheart," it is.
But tell a little about it.
Oh well.
Tell a story.
Yeah, well, so this song was written, it took me about a year after my mom died to actually write the song. I knew I was going to, and I knew that it was going to be circling around those words, "Goodnight, Sweetheart." Those were the last words that my mother
He said.
spoke to me right before she died, basically. And I couldn't even say them without, my voice cracking. I remember saying it at her eulogy, talking about it. But anyways, I finally got around to it, and it was done just in time for Mother's Day in 2024, I guess it must have been, because it was a year later. And it was the first track on the album. It was going to be the last track on the album, but because I didn't know where to put it. It's kind of a heavy tune, and Colin Linden played slide guitar on that track, and it's so stunningly, heart-wrenchingly beautiful. His slide track. So, and then I wrote that song "I Can't Jam," which is kind of hilarious, and I didn't know where to put that. So in the end, that "Goodnight, Sweetheart" opens the record, and then "I Can't Jam" closes it.
And it opens with Colin doing a riff on the slide, eh? Or...
Well, it opens with piano, and then,
Is it piano
and then
first? Yeah,
it's all everything on my album is almost entirely piano driven, and
you had a beautiful piano to work with,
I
eh?
did.
In a exclusive, hidden, pretty much secret studio.
That's right. Yeah, it's called Word of Mouth Studio, only because I forced him to give it a name. I said, listen, I guess I was his first, paying customer. He really isn't in business. He just has this beautiful private studio, and he records himself and his friends and people that he likes or came highly recommended. But the reason I went and checked him out was because of the fact that Nick Blagona, my former producer, had mentored him, and I was recommended by MJ Russell, his widow, that I should check out the studio, and the vibe was amazing, and the piano was outstanding, beautiful Yamaha Grand. So, and it was also a 5-minute scenic drive from my house.
That part, yeah.
And so, Mike agreed to take me on as sort of a client, and we had a lot of flexibility about the way we did things, and I was producing myself, so my schedule was, it just all worked out the way it was meant to. And
what about, did you try to go by your, what do we call it, the circular rhythm, like when the sun was down? Was that when you were more productive or anything like that?
I just worked around Mike's schedule, really.
Yeah.
Like
and it was a daytime 9 to 5?
It was daytime, usually
Really?
weekday daytime, and he would say usually it'd be like 11 a.m. or something like that, and we'd work till 2 or 3. So it was a pretty easy pace.
Yeah.
And I was willing to do that because we were very efficient.
And 5 minutes away. Wow.
And 5 minutes away, and totally flexible. So sometimes we put in longer days, especially when other session players were involved, when my guests were there and things, So, but it was a beautiful experience. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
And when in the recording process, was the Goodnight Sweetheart the first tune you recorded?
Good question. Well, yes, it was one of the first 3. I started with 3. Just to try out the studio, try out that rhythm section, Robin Pearson and Carrie Clark, see how it goes. So we went in and rehearsed and did 3 songs. I think it was Goodnight Sweetheart, maybe In a Hurry, and Future Me. I think might have been the first 3, if I'm not mistaken. And it worked out so well, I said, well, let's do that again. And we did 4 more, and then...
Yeah, then you had an album.
Well, then I had 7 tunes, and then I did 1 solo, and then I did 2 with a different rhythm section.
I put out an album with 7 tunes. Nobody complained.
I did 2 with Downstream, with
Nobody
Coots
bought
Paradise.
it, but nobody complained.
As long as it's over, 30 minutes? And more than 6 tracks, I think it is.
I've got such a creaky chair.
Oh.
I know some audiophiles that would be right annoyed by that, so I'm going to change my chair.
All right. Are you going to stand by, or shall we tell jokes?
You got to tell a joke.
Can I help? I'm going to tell a joke.
You must have a joke by now. You're doing a solo thing.
I just steal them all from Harry Manx.
And I'll just hope that one doesn't squeak.
Is there a chat where, if anybody has any questions, can they type in a chat? There's no interaction, no interactivity.
That is like another level,
Right. We would need a crew then. Whoops. How's that?
If it turns out to be a creaky
It might be worse.
It might be worse. We're leading up to a performance of Goodnight Sweetheart.
Oh.
Here.
All right. Well, it's got a long introduction, but I'll let you finish setting up. Whoops.
Is it? I'm really tugged up against you, though. I don't.
There you go.
Oh boy. No, I don't need you so close.
One day we'll have people to do this stuff.
I feel like I've had good progress now that I don't have like mic stands across people's faces or distorted sound or whatever, I think,
the production values have just gone way up. Super pro.
But, there's so many more things I want to do with this. And, this is part of my senior plan, my retirement plan or my post-retirement plan is that maybe there'll come a time when I'll have trouble getting out of the house. So I want to be able to do this sort of thing remotely, and I've actually experimented with that. And we had a nice remote thing, but it was just talking. It wasn't jamming together. But I'm just waiting for the technology to drop, and then everybody can jam together like on Zoom, except...
I'm so relieved. I thought you were actually going to try and monetize it, because good luck with that.
No, this would be just, you would ask for tips. That's the new...
Digital tip jar.
Yeah.
QR code.
Or
Big QR code right here.
That's all it would take.
Yeah.
But where was I going with that?
I don't know. Good night, sweetheart.
We were leading into Good Night, Sweetheart with the long intro.
All right.
Do you want me to play on the intro, or do you do something special?
I mean, we didn't rehearse it.
No?
So,
Okay, go for it.
Surprise me.
Classic.
Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Might be the last time we meet. Go home, darling. You're sleeping on your feet. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Is there anything we can say? Go home, darling. It's been a long day. Before I shut the door, could I have given you more? Did I do all I should? Everything that I could. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Is there anything more we can say? Go home, darling. You don't need to stay. Before I shut the door, could I have given you more? Did I do all I should? Everything that I could did we say all we needed to say. Good night, sweetheart. 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 Good night, sweetheart.
Floats away.
There we go.
And I realized at one point where I was digging in and saying, well, wait a minute, I'm still trying to be in the room, really, where she's kind of
Yeah.
going off. And,
I messed up a lyric there, but
well, a
I
big
was
show.
in the moment. In the moment.
It reminds me, I was just advised by my cousin Danielle, who may or may not watch this podcast, but his mom, my Aunt Dolo, passed away. She was over 100, like maybe quite a ways over 100, I think, and very independent right to the end, I think. And she was amazing. Dolo was gone, and
Dolo.
a great friend, Lynn Kavanaugh, passed away. If anybody knew her, that it was kind of, under the radar a little bit. But poor Lynn, she's gone now.
This is the obituary tribute section of the podcast. A moment of silence.
Do you have any friends that you want to shout out to that might watch this? I mean,
All
we
the
could probably count
stepmothers.
them on a hand.
All the stepmothers out there.
A stepmother thing.
Yes.
There's a song in that.
All of the responsibility with none of the power. Yeah. Today is my stepdaughter Megan's birthday. We call them bonus daughters. Yeah.
But happy stepmother's day and birthday.
People who wish they could have children and couldn't. People who lost children. Those are the people that sometimes get forgotten on Mother's Day, I'd say.
So I don't know why I switched gears here, but I just thought of family, and then I thought of the first family, and I thought of a tune I just was playing last night. And I want to get it out there, because there's a rebellion going on. Can we talk politics a little bit? This is the political segment, okay? This is like Sunday morning. You all heard what they had to say on ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS. Now here it is on BBLZ, or whatever.
Well, that's what The Devil Never Sleeps is all about. That was exactly
why I wrote
it.
Okay. So after we trash the United States, we'll do The Devil Never Sleeps. But, I mean...
There's some wonderful, beautiful people down there, but I don't want to give them any of my money.
But we want the beautiful, wonderful people to be a majority.
They need to. That's the last thing left. Last guardrail left is the people. And now that they've changed those election boundaries, I don't think that the
odds are up
it's
against.
Outrageous. They've lost their democracy. It's already over. It's over.
I think now it's going to be. I'm thinking it's three in thirds, and you got a third of the population are the beautiful, and they all voted for Kamala, I suppose, too, and Joy. They voted for Joy, and
I'm encouraged by Hungary.
Oh yeah, that was a good move. But the other third is very lackadaisical, and then you got the other third that are very angry, and they have the guns. They have louder voices and they have
Yeah,
guns.
Yeah,
So who's going to win that battle?
yeah. Well,
It's lost already, as you said. So feel
I
free to send
refuse-
any comments,
I
but
refuse
we're
to
not
give up
seeing them.
Hope, but I am doing everything I can. Obviously, not traveling there, not purchasing things that are from there as much as I can, and I hate to hurt their farmers and things like that. But it's just it's money that hurts the oligarchs that are running it all.
Bottom
And
line.
we have to do whatever we can,
And if there's any oligarchs out there that would be willing to
watching this
sponsor my podcast, I'll lie about you, because that is the new low bar of existence on this planet.
I won't.
Lying is not a big deal.
No. There's no
Everybody
amount.
lies.
There's no amount of sponsorship money that would. I can't get away with it. Married to Pastor Paul, for one thing.
Oh, sheesh.
It wouldn't happen in my world.
Well, okay. Well, we're going to play our 2 political songs, and then,
Okay.
by then we've done an hour, I guess. But we putzed around a little bit at the beginning, didn't we? I told Lily that, I didn't think people could actually pay attention, for 45 minutes, but you see podcasts an hour and a half even. No, so we'll see.
Well, we started late. Are you counting
Yeah,
that?
No, I'm
Are you counting
counting.
them?
Well, I was thinking. Yeah, we started at 15:15, probably.
Yeah, I don't
10
know. I
past?
didn't look at the clock.
Yeah.
I was
that's good.
expecting the producer to do that.
Anyway, we did already prepare a couple of tunes. We're going to run through them, and you can hang in as you will, folks. But I looked at the stats for the last Blaincast. And you know how long people typically stay in? Like average is 17 seconds or something if you don't get them.
All right.
But friends, subscribers, that is the thing on the Substack. I've got
People
500
who
people
love us.
already. Yeah. And maybe there's a way you can forward to your list or whatever, make a link so that people could see. And, I called it the Backyard Blaincast.
Oh, right.
And it was actually pretty decent out there. We could have done it, but yesterday I went out there and my hands were cold, and I got enough going against me. Like, no, I didn't want to be playing with cold
being
hands.
under house arrest is.
What's that?
Being under house arrest is. He says, he's like, don't start rumors.
Here's my song, my political song, and then we'll do yours. Okay?
Okay.
Did I tell you the key of E?
I can see it. I can see that. I speak guitar.
1, 2, 3. He's got a fine first family. Everybody toes the line. They do only speak with permission, and everything is always fine. He's a bit misogynistic, but women love him anyway. F sharp. They're used to his scandals and lies. They're all acclimatized, and they got their marching orders, and they're loyal to a fault. You could play now. Got a press secretary, presidential liaison. You can ask her any question, she knows what's going on. She's got the ear of the leader, at his side the whole day long. She promised she would never tell a lie. She smiled and looked us in the eye. And she's got her marching orders, and she's loyal to a fault. I'm going to play a little bit more. Well, if you praise him to the heavens, he will listen to your lies. He's got an army of generals who beckon to his call. The Supreme Court will always take his side. Okay, he's got 50 million in his tribe, and they got their marching orders, and they're loyal to a fault. Loyal to a fault. Loyal to a fault. The opinions expressed in the previous tune are not the property of Brian Blaine or could be associated in any way with Brian or Lily, and that hopefully no repercussions. We disown the songs. We didn't write them. We didn't even sing them.
You know, I had this horrifying thought this morning, just this morning, as we talk about these apocalyptic scenarios. And, you know, I was listening about on the news some sort of data breach. Another, you know, I think Mohawk College was one of them too, where there was
yeah, Canvas.
Right.
That was
So,
whatever it is.
And then it occurred to me, you know, it's only a matter of a very short time before everything that you've ever put out there on email, social media, prior to social media, everything on the internet is now, you know, if AI can kind of gather it all and know it all, everything about you that's ever been out there, and compile it.
But you know everything about everybody else. You know?
Maybe,
you can ask it anything
maybe,
now.
But it would know for whatever nefarious purposes. And I was just thinking, oh, what would it find out about me through my medical records and through my divorce papers and through all the different things that would be out there, and what could it use it for? And anyway, it was kind of a dark thought that I had, but you know, we're not.
I'm not seeing the darkness in that aspect, but I just figure the planet's going to burn up before that even AI ever gets a chance.
It'll all be moot because climate change will finish us off. Well, that's a nice positive thought.
The audience doesn't necessarily agree here. We disavow any discussion of
We're
that.
having a hell of a nice
But what's
day,
your
though.
tune? Like, give me an intro on your tune. What's the elevator pitch on that one?
Yeah, so this one, it was in my collection of weird things my mom used to say, or sayings. You know, she had a million of them. And The Devil Never Sleeps was one of them. So I had filed that away in my song ideas folder. And then last September, this song somehow just came to me. And then I was working on it at a retreat, you know. I had to sequester myself and just really focus. And the idea of what can I apply that to, really. And it's just all the bad things in the world. It's true. Like, the devil is so awake right now. And at play. If you believe in, it's not necessarily the physical devil, and the devil, I never assign a gender to it. It's just evil.
The Buddhist term is the fundamental darkness.
There you go. That's really what it's
Same
about.
energy, I think.
That's the energy. But funny story, I was working in this space at this Jesuit retreat all by myself. I had my piano and my amplifier and my iPad, and I was working on this song. And all of a sudden I heard this drum beat that came out of nowhere that sounded great. And it seemed to be coming out of my amplifier, but I couldn't understand what else. There's nothing else plugged into it. Honestly, it put my head right through, as they say. And anyway, all of a sudden I realized I put my iPad down and I accidentally pressed this button. And it just happened to be the exact tempo and rhythm of the song that I was actually working on. I didn't know that I had a drum machine in this piano, actually. Well, I must have at one time when I bought it, but I never used the drum machine. So it was never in play. And it turns out I can't control the tempo or the volume or anything else, and it's only on that one particular piano patch. So I don't know. All I can do is turn it off and on, and I can only use it when I have this piano on a gig.
On that song.
On that song at a gig. But, you know, I gave you the option. Do you want it or do you don't want it? So I think you said yes to the drum dress. So,
I have no problem with drum machines, but, you know, a lot of people did, eh? And let me tell you, when I got to Toronto, 1990... I had something going on in Quebec. I was the one-man blues band, L'Homme Orchestre, the blues, you know. And I had a Roland TR 606, which was, maybe you're talking about the fourth generation of drum machines. I actually had the very first Roland drum machine. It was a little thing, Dr. Beat. But then
Not
they got
Dr.
into
Rhythm?
maybe that.
It was
yeah,
I think that was what it was.
So I started with that, but then I evolved a bit, and I had a little bass synthesizer that rolled around with it, and I was doing a one-man band. And I had a little repertoire of blues standards, none of which I still do, come to think of it. And I had something going, and then I get to Toronto, and I don't know if I even got a chance to use that setup or whatever, but I moved in with Rolf Kempf, and he was a real stickler for trad stuff, you know. And I remember, you know, his favorite expression was, all the guitar players in Toronto might as well play slide because they're not doing anything else with their little finger. But anyway, here it was like, put away that drum machine. Yonge Street is just piled high, one after the other. People with drum machines. You don't want to go there, you know. And so that whole part of me, that it was a part of my instrumentation, you know, it went away. And I just started playing in bands and playing solo on the acoustic. And now I've come a little bit full circle. I'm allowed, right?
Okay.
80 in a couple of months.
You're always on the cutting edge. That's all I know.
The bleeding edge is...
The bleeding edge. Good.
So now we'll hear the song.
All right, here we go.
With the beat. Is it A minor?
G minor. But all they do is think and pray. Politicians can be bought. Now peace is war and pain, all we got. Because the devil never sleeps. You know they showed their hand right from the start. The world is run by oligarchs. Money drives the big machine. Is obscene, and the devil never sleeps. feeds on greed and hateful spite, because the devil never sleeps. No, never sleeps. So if you have the faith to pray, please pray for love to light the way. Protect the books and don't forget the future is not written yet, and the devil never sleeps. You know the devil knows the secrets that we keep. Yeah, the devil never sleeps. The devil never